I'm Margaret Ann Windsor, and this is my dad. This is third tape today. Today's the 9th of May, 2014. I found out in '83, this is my dad, King Edward VIII. History would tell you he married Wallace Simpson, which is a lie. He was married to Claudia Ruth O'Keefe, George O'Keefe, the artist's sister. I'm trying to get this in before this goes off. This is the imposter that they used to marry Wallace, not my father. And my own uncle helped take down my father, King Edward VIII, and kidnapped me in '39. Roosevelt was president then, and this is where he's meeting with, this is George the Illegal Sixth, Elizabeth's father. That's Roosevelt and the supposed Queen Mom, his wife, Elizabeth's mother, which is a lie. But anyway, they took down my father, the New World Order, my uncle, the Kennedys, etc., and put a 99-year seal on it and kidnapped me. They brought me to Alabama, Moulton, in '41 and gave me the name of a twin, Peggy Ann Dempsey Childers. I married Childers. Both twins were killed by their mother. They were born out of wedlock. Now, I want to go back to this so you get the connection here at least. I came up here after writing a mind control book. It's about the murders, what you can do with mind control programming. This is back in '77, '78. Larry Flint was shot in Lawrenceville next door to me, and the person that shot him was programmed. So you've got the Sandy Hook, you've got the Tucson, Arizona, you've got the James Holmes, Aurora, Colorado. I'm here in Roanoke, and next door is Virginia Tech, where the 33 shootings happened. That was mind control, and there's a whole list. The psychiatrist finished school and they're done in patterns at Virginia Tech, and he was the Fort Hood shooter, the first one. Now then, I want to get back to this. The Barton, Frida Barton, supposedly helped give me a ride and find this apartment in Vinton. It's right next door here. It's like Salem, Vinton, Roanoke. And this man owned the apartments. He owned a paint and all that company there. I paid the deposit for a month and for a month's rent. And right away, the air conditioning shut down, and when they fixed it, it had fumes, poison, and continued, and they didn't fix it. So I had to leave. I stayed the month. They kept my deposit, and now I want to go to this. I'm here at Corporate Suites, and I've been here once before, 2 years ago, and I hoped, because I had to come back here, that it would be different. It hasn't. I'm waiting. They told me because I'm allergic to chemicals, which they've deliberately engaged in using against me. And I've refused now. I've told them I would buy non-allergenic, and they could use that, or I would use it myself and clean it. And they say no deal. That OSHA, I want to make this point, they say OSHA is responsible, that they say since they are weekly, rent by the week or night, or monthly rates, that motel rules don't apply to them, so they can just, well, first of all, when I came in, she told me they couldn't make me leave, and she was joking. Well, I told her, yeah, you can. I just didn't finish it because they've done it with chemicals till I'd have to leave. So now I'm waiting. She came by yesterday and told me that the home office here in Roanoke said I had to leave tomorrow when my rent's up. Well, I have nowhere to go. I'm 75 years old. Let me make that point, and I can hardly walk from all that's been done to me using chemicals. So, it's going to be pouring down rain here, they say. So I'm begging to pay her to stay here another week so I can try to get a place to go and have money to go on. So that she has some broth there. But I told this on the other tape. When I came in here to show you that the rules don't apply to them, that she told me that you couldn't have pets, yet they've got 2 cats up there she keeps for the owner, Lance Cooperman. She's the manager. Now, I've seen a black lab here. The man, nice man, I'm not saying that, but he's been here a couple of weeks or more with the lab in the apartment. And I've seen one other small dog that I think was right next door to me here. I don't know how long. Now I want to go to, remember I told you the Barton. And I'm going to leave out the other places that have done the same thing because they're Section 8, and I've put them on other, I'm having trouble here trying to get this on. I've put it on other tapes. So this is just a letter from Jean Croft, and by the way, all these people still have their jobs. And she wrote this letter February the 17th of 11, just saying that I paid my rent on time, et cetera, et cetera. And then on one, she said, after I had been there 17 months, sucking up the chemicals and it killing me, my immune system shuts down. It attacks itself. Well, she put on here that I was moving because they'd upped the rent. Well, they soaked me in chemicals, and they finally upped the rent to get rid of me. And anyway, I was taken there August 14th by State Trooper Barton. Remember, I just told you about Frida Barton, where she took me. He was supposed to be a host, or was, up at Roanoke Mountain Campground. It's a national park campground off of the Blue Ridge Parkway. I was there, legal, paying. Hardly anybody goes up there. I don't know why. It's pretty. But point is, that night someone come in and soaked my Sierra in the middle of the night with fuel, and I had to stay on the picnic table that night. So it looked like that his wife, the state trooper's wife, Linda, was doing me a favor when she brought me down to this affordable right here that I just showed you. And Jean Croft, and all these people have their jobs. Frankie, that the housekeeper that helped soak me and come in and illegally, they'd come through the door with me a sign on it and another lock which they'd pick, soaked my bed. It's unreal what they got away with. So the state trooper's wife, when she brought me down Linden, they paid the security deposit. She said to me, this is how we run you with chemicals. Well, I didn't think at the time. I know that's how they run me, but there's nowhere to go. Law enforcement's doing it. And, later I thought, well, did they pour the fuel on me that night on my tent that allowed them to bring me down here? And she said to me before she left, she said, we're Americans, we're above the law. Well, certainly they have been. I'm 75 years old, and they're still doing it to me, and I don't know where my sons Mark and Scott are. I haven't since 83. And so that's all I'm going to put on there. I hope I have made it to where it makes some sense. So I'm waiting on her. I've done nothing. I'm sure. Oh, I did want to read this because it tells about, it just tells what you can and can't do. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I haven't done anything except they've soaked me with chemicals that's killing me, and they know I've got where I'm allergic to it. I've got the pills I'm on, the doctor. So they always knew that's the reason they're doing it, because the law got infractions on them, got their participation not to prosecute them, and that's exactly what's going on. So tomorrow I go over there to pay rent, and they said I could stay another week. I pay, of course, and stay another week. It makes me begging when they're telling them going to leave because that I have to leave because I won't let them put the chemicals on me in the room. How you like that? They told me that OSHA did it. Well, that's cool. Anyway, I know how it may sound, but maybe you could walk in my shoes and see how it feels. There's no law for me.